Welcome back everyone. So today we've got a video sort of focusing on the problems with using a demo account, and it's something that everyone when they first start trading will have encountered. There are many schools of thought about what you should use when you're a beginner, whether you should dive straight into possibly using a live account, which I am in the school of thought for. Others choose to say start with a demo and you can practice. So this will be a short video just going over the main pros and cons of a demo account. So let's get started. So the pros and cons. So what are the pros of using a demo account? So if you're new to trading, you can get a feel for the platform, and this could be say using MetaTrader or CTrader as various ones. You can play around with the account, so play around the settings, how it looks, the charts. You can sort of bring up as many as you want on your watch list. You can look at what pairs the broker offers on the demo account, and you can also check the spreads. So you just get to have a look at what it's like. You can pretend taking a trade and just expose yourself to what the market is doing and what it is like. I know some beginners who don't actually trade the NFP but watch it just to sort of understand what happens and what moves. So another pro is that you can create and work on a future strategy on there. So if you are in the position where you are maybe using a strategy to trade, but you have one that you're thinking about using, you can put it on a demo account and sort of build it whilst you're not risking any of your capital. And also a thing to remember for you guys who are beginner traders, you need to sort of make your strategy suit your personality type. So this is a key thing that beginners forget. So the value is create a strategy that belongs to your personality type. There's no point going for a really strong swing position trade style when you're skitty and itching to get in and out of trades, when you'd rather suit a scalping trade, and vice versa. So just make sure that when you're building your trading plan and sort of approaching your strategy, just take down a note of what sort of your personality type is. Another positive and pro will be collecting data. So collect as much data about the platform as you can, and that'll put you in the best position. And then lastly and mainly, none of your capital is risked. So that is one of the main positives people see with demo accounts. They can try it out, they can have a look around without having to risk their capital. So we'll move on to the cons, and as you can see there's quite a few. So most demo accounts start with huge amounts of capital, which is unrealistic. I was approached by one of my students probably about a month ago, and their first demo account had a £100,000 account size, and I just thought to myself, what is the point of that? Because this person, so my student, is not going to really ever have that account size. The fallacy that they're being drawn into is essentially an endless pot of money, because trader Barry is not going to sort of invest £100,000 on his first real live account. So that is one of the main cons, is the fallacy of having more money than you actually do in real life. Or you might have 100,000, but the likelihood is that you don't. Spreads can be different and order execution can be different. So spread size can be much larger on a demo account. And imagine if you're trying to create this strategy that you're going to use on a live account. The demo might keep taking it out, whereas in a live account it might actually keep it going, because the spread size are different. I know some brokers keep it exactly the same. Just be careful to check that they are the same. And order execution. So what do I mean by this? I mean the amount of time it takes to place an order. So I'm sure you've probably come across certain trades you've wanted to place on MetaTrader, for example, and there's that lag when you first place that trade. So that is the execution of the order, and essentially you don't want to have any lag. So what you'll find is on most demos that they do lag when you're entering in your order and executing it to the market. So just bear that in mind. And here's the biggest one. A demo account takes away all psychological feeling of trading. No one can come to me and say that they still have the psychological feeling of trading on a demo account. If they do, I'll eat my hat, because it's not your money. You don't own that money. You can't withdraw that demo money. I know Insta traders like to think that they can, but you can't. So stop lying to yourself and saying that you are treating this like the real deal, because the truth of the matter is, as soon as you switch over to your live account, you're going to get a whole host of different feelings, and we'll come on to those in a little bit. So this next bit is no skin in the game. And what do I mean by no skin in the game? I mean actually putting orders into the market. So you, on a demo account, you aren't in the market, you're just trading demo. So like the Instagram traders, they'll chart up, they'll make their trading view look fantastic for the Instagram, but they'll never enter that trade really in the market. So you need to learn to get skin in the game, and this can be the smallest amount of trade sizes that you can possibly do, but it just gives you experience of being in the real market and using real money. So let's go on to the next one. Wins and losses won't mean anything. They won't, because at the end of the day, it's not real money, is it? No greed, no fear, no FOMO. So like I was saying earlier, it takes away the whole host of feelings that you get psychologically. So you don't get any greed, you don't get any fear, and you don't get FOMO. So those are the three most important lessons that a beginner has to go through, and you're not getting them on a demo. So obviously the greed part is not good, but you still need to have the exposure to the market to learn how to handle your greed. The same with fear and the fear of missing out. So the fear of losing could be the fact that you've just lost £20 on your live account, whereas if you lost 200,000 or 20,000 on your demo account, it doesn't really matter. So just make sure that you're taking into account whether on your live account you'll experience these things. You will have the fear of missing out. Everyone has FOMO. It's not just a crypto thing. You will experience that in FX, in any area of trading. And finally, you have a higher likelihood of making mistakes because you can get away with it. And that's true, because a lot of people, if you've got a 100,000 demo account, you will start your strategy strong, you'll start trading what you know, then you'll have maybe 2 losses, so then you'll increase your lot size, and it will just go from bad to worse. So you're going to make those same mistakes over and over again, because it's not your real money. Because what can you do? Oh, you can just go and open another demo account with another broker, or with the same broker. So that is the main con, one of the main cons of a demo account. So how can you improve? So like I said earlier, it's okay to use a demo account for creating your strategy if you've not got one, or if you're wanting to try a different strategy. That's fine. Just make sure that your strategy matches your personality type and that it suits your lifestyle at the moment. There's no point planning this strategy to work at 8:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning when you have to be at work at 9 a.m. Try and do something that suits you the best. The main feeling and takeaway from this is, on a demo account, you have no feeling for anything. You can follow your strategy as best as you can, but it's nothing like being in the market, because you don't know whether you can replicate those sort of results or the same sort of consistency, the confidence. You don't know whether you can keep this on a live account. So just bear that in mind. So my advice would always be, start on a live account. And I don't mean start dropping 1 lot, 2 lots. I mean start off with small, tiny trades, so a 0.01, just to get a feel for it. Obviously it's not going to represent much profit or loss, but that's a good thing because you're getting used to the market. There's no point diving in and getting it all wrong. You can even open a micro account with some brokers, so that will be a matter of, say, a few pence per trade, and that might help you. And I hope this video has just thrown up a few pros and cons. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've taken something away from it, and I look forward to seeing you again.